Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Ogar i zapraszam na trzecią część przygód Gerona i Nuri, czyli tej nimfy, którą złapaliśmy. No jak widzicie, opuściliśmy nasze miasto Andergast w poszukiwaniu jakiegoś mędrca, który może nam pomóc. No i po drodze trafiliśmy na obozowisko tej całej Izidy. Godziła się nam pomóc, przewieźć nas kawałek, ale ma problem z kołem, więc co robimy? No musimy jej pomóc jakoś. Więc zaczynamy.
Didn't you want to explore the surroundings, Raven?
It's late at night, and I'm not an owl, bonehead.
At least you could flutter around somewhere else for a change. You scared that old woman to death.
If that's what you want, I'm used to ingratitude.
No właśnie, sio. Mamy jedną część, drugą. Czyli jeszcze jedna gdzieś tutaj jest. O, może tutaj gdzieś.
Gwynling and I used to catch dragonflies on the bank slopes of Andra. He then proceeded to skewer them. Just a moment. There's something lying there.
O proszę, mamy. No, czyli mamy już koło. Teraz musimy poprosić Nuri, żeby nam to koło naprawiła. Bo kto nie ogląda poprzedniego odcinka, to tłumaczę. Ona ma zdolność naprawiania różnych rzeczy.
I don't know. I never traveled very far. I hope everything will turn out all right.
Don't you worry. The Birdman will watch over us.
I don't trust this Raven worth a farthing.
I'm not talking about the Raven. I'm talking about the Birdman. He wears a colourful dress of plumes and is wrapped in stardust. And when he plays the flute, our hearts break from the yearning for distant places. It's the song of freedom, Garen. You just have to listen. It's so beautiful.
Birdman? You mean Arvis, the patron god of adventurers?
Wherever we go, he'll watch over us.
O właśnie.
So you can fix things with a spell, yes?
It's not good when things are broken, but that's all I can do. Bigger spells drain too much energy from me when I'm not in the fairyland. I'd perish like a small, insignificant little flame.
But repairing things is definitely an option.
Yes, that's easy. It's similar to your breaking talent, but instead of imagining things smashed apart, you have to imagine the shards reassembling. Just tell me what you want me to fix, but all the components have to be present. So if a jug is broken into 7 shards, you'd have to have all 7 pieces. And then you'd have to say, I wish. The I wish part is very important.
A, czyli nam się pojawiło teraz to, ta muszelka.
All right. I wish... Hey! Really very funny.
A nice wheel.
Oh, you can do magic?
Not much anymore.
Are you a druid's daughter?
No, I am Nuri Daranellavandra. Do
Jakby to
you
coś
command
mówiło.
magic?
Well, nothing like that. But I know a different kind of magic.
Really?
Darian and I were sometimes able to literally blind our audience. Watch out.
Whoa,
Wow.
such a beautiful, bright light.
Jakiś proszek wsypałaś do ognia i... taka magia.
But do you always use this white powder for your magic?
What powder?
And it doesn't hurt you to summon light? Does the powder lessen your pain?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Jasne, jasne. No to pora. Czy możemy jechać? Już mamy koło naprawione, więc...
The wheel is back on the axle. Would you agree to give us a ride for a while now?
You have fixed the wagon, and by Travia I can use a little company. Here are the keys to the trailer. I'll stay at the campfire a little while longer.
Czyli możemy teraz wejść do wozu. Okej.
Let's go
Rozejrzyjmy się.
in. This was a nice day.
Oh yeah, like hell it was. I won the oak leaf challenge.
What are we going to do next?
We'll sleep.
Look. This is the white powder the wrinkly woman used to summon the glistening white light. I saw her throwing it into the fire.
Don't touch that. Who knows what it is?
I'll sleep in the bed. You can have the rug.
What?
Co to?
What was that? That came from outside.
No, nobody was here.
She's lying.
Regrettable.
He who speaks
Co to za
lies
jakieś
shall
maszkary?
hold his tongue.
Please, believe me. There's no one here besides me.
Oh yes, they are here.
She's trying to lead us up the garden path. She'll have to tell us where they are.
Please, I can't tell you anything else.
In that case, we can't leave her unscathed.
Will you go away?
Time flows fast in this world.
Lives are shortened all the time. They are here, and we will find them.
No dobra, musimy coś zrobić.
What's going on?
Two strange figures are looking for us. They don't know where we are yet, but they're threatening Isidore.
Oh no. We must help her.
I have to distract the creatures somehow, or chase them off.
Tylko potrzebuję czegoś. Voilà.
It's hollow.
Jakaś szmatka. Coś... Ale ten proszek właśnie muszę wziąć.
I hope the powder does what it's supposed to.
Teraz... Wiem, to posłuży jako taki granat i wtedy rzucimy im ognisko.
Now nothing's trickling out anymore.
Hurry.
Czyli mamy już taki jakby granat już mamy. Więc tylko musimy jakoś stąd wyjść. Świetlik.
She's wasting time.
They are here, and we will find them.
No! No! Ah!
O. Wydaje się, że już jej nie pomożemy.
They killed her just like that. The creature is coming to the coach box. I have to get us out of here.
What happened to Isidore?
She's all right. She fled.
But her cry.
The creatures injured her, but then they let her go.
But
And then she ran off into the woods. Nuri, we have to go now. They'll kill us.
Garon.
Już tu próbuję wejść.
Fex be with me.
Mam nadzieję, że to jest dobry pomysł.
It didn't work.
Nie, ale... Jeśli...
Make
Głowę
yourself
zepsuję?
useful for once.
No dobra, to jeden już padł. Teraz musimy jakoś...
Garon.
I'm working as fast as I can.
No właśnie, też staram się.
There. Now, quickly.
Wybacz, koniku.
I can do it, Nuri.
Geron!
I can do it.
Fiu, udało się. Chociaż... Brawo! Potrafi się bronić.
Was it not fate that drove him forth? The seer had sought them out. For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them. Who could help them now? When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwendling said. And the fairy is the key. Geron had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown. But would he have decided any differently had he known?
No dobra,
Are you
gdzieś
really better
trafiliśmy.
now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
All right, but we'll have to talk about your magic at some point.
Look! A human!
What am I doing here?
A, znów kruk się pojawił. No, jest tutaj, widzę, że jest tutaj co robić. Co ty masz mi do powiedzenia, panie Mondralo?
Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days, Nuri has asked me to be nicer to you.
Well, what do you think? Will you be able to do that?
I'll try. How about you?
We'll see.
We were able to escape the Seer's creatures and have come a long way. Fate might smile on us favorably. Now we're back in charge.
Well, well. Fate. What do you think that is? Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the gods to fit your agenda?
Jasne.
Every man follows his destiny. It's something the gods let us pursue.
What's your destiny, then?
At least it's not being a cursed bad luck charmer. I'm responsible for the pursuit of my own happiness.
Don't you fear the prophecy? What if your doom is inevitable?
My future hasn't been decided yet.
No one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by
Tytułowy
many
Satinav.
names. The 13-horned, the irresistible, the helmsman of the Barge of Time. He once was a mighty magician, or even a demigod. The gods chained him to the Barge of Time because he tried to be the master over his own future.
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those chains. Have you seen if those demons are still following us?
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong, though. They are mighty creatures of the Seer.
I didn't see anyone following us on my scouting flights.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Don't start raining on my parade. I'll have a further look around.
Jak ja tego kruka nie lubię... Mówię, coś czuję, że to jest jakiś podejrzany typek. Dobra, to skoro się... Rozejrzyjmy się tutaj, czy coś tu jest. Co to jakieś dzwoneczki wziąłem?
I'll just take it all.
Wieczko. No jak jakaś tuba bardziej. No dobra. Weźmy sobie co tutaj jest. Chyba tyle, bo laleczek nie
Never
będę
again
brał.
will the puppeteer tell this story, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck charm.
Ja tutaj już nic więcej nie widzę, co bym mógł wziąć stąd. Pałeczka, wodze, flakon. No, coś z tego chyba da się sklecić, mam nadzieję. Bo dla mnie na początek wydaje się to być przypadkowe przedmioty. A co nam ty powiesz,
Hail Rondra, Sir
panie
Knight.
rycerzu?
Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash mountain range.
Thash. So the blood barrier is not far off.
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Rathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
I am Nuri. This is my friend Geron.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
What business does a knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
Czyli tam są
You've
faktycznie
travelled through the
orkowie.
blood barrier?
Oj, będzie
Of
ciężko.
course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Eferdan immediately.
Jeszcze jakieś zamieszki słyszę.
Did you run into an explorer in the blood barrier near a red lake?
Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
Przynajmniej
We
wiemy,
need some
że
gear.
ktoś
A
do nich
rope,
przychodzi oprócz nas.
blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham. But the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What dues?
He's responsible for the death of my horse.
Huh?
Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry,
A
but
skąd
by
wiesz, że
foot
to
alone I won't get far.
jego wina?
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is a carney's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about the price. Then I'll tell you mine.
Dobra, czyli
Rondra be
musimy
with you,
jeszcze
Sir Knight.
porozmawiać
And with you.
o tym. No bo ma rację, potrzebujemy jakiegoś prowiantu na drogę, czy koców, czy tak dalej.
Listen. What kind of magic was that you saved us with?
That was the power of the moonlight. It is like fire to the sad fairies. It burns them.
What do you mean, sad fairies?
I felt that they once were just like me.
And now they are sad?
Sure, if fairies lose their command over magic, they don't die but get consumed by darkness instead. Then they're sad and will never be able to laugh again.
To me, they seemed like mean fiends who have Isida's blood on their hands.
They're sad nonetheless, believe me.
Your magic is fatal, even for you, isn't it? You almost got burned by it yourself.
I didn't want you to die.
Thank you, Nuri.
What are we going to do now?
Why do those mean fairies serve the seer?
Jak to co
You
dalej?
must
No
have put a spell
musimy
on them. And please stop talking
mieć,
about this
mieć
subject.
jakieś parę rzeczy na drogę, no i znaleźć
How are you doing?
tego wróża.
I'm sad that Isida is
Mędrca.
gone. I hope these terrors will come to an end soon.
That's why we're looking for the fairy scholar, to prevent worse things from happening. We need some gear before we can move on.
That's all right. I can do with a little rest.
Very well. Let's carry on later.
To mi raczej nie pomogłeś za bardzo. Okienica, czyli pewnie tutaj jest ten cały gram.
Futile, my boy. That's a dwarf's job.
To krasnolud? Aha. fajnie. Tam są jakieś krzaki czworolistu. To się może przydać, tylko jak to chwycić? Może jakby ten dzwon zabił, to wtedy... Nie wiem, czy to dobry pomysł.
Fits exactly. Strange contraption.
The owner of the yard doesn't seem to be satisfied with a simple pull rope.
No tak, musimy jakoś tego krasnoluda stąd wypełnić.
Fire!
O!
Murder!
Jest! Udało się nam!
The orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the black furs get here.
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without
smutniałego
good
łba.
cause and forces an honest
Niebieskobrody.
dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... You didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Geron of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there? Very well, then. My name is Gram, Grandoline's son. And this is Gram's open house.
Open house?
Teraz open.
What do you want, Geron of Andergast?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water...
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By Fex and Angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here?
Tak?
Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But...
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
Może...
What kind of argument do you and the knight...
I have no...
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Rattling!
Bah!
Well, never mind. It's none of my business.
You're not so stupid after all.
We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find
Jemu
him?
sprzedałeś, a nam
Yes.
nie chcesz?
I'll tell you
Chyba,
if
że
you
on
can
miał
offer
pieniądze.
me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours. Understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you bugger off and take care of your swine?
A może chcesz
I'll
konia?
sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them.
No dobra.
I'll leave you to it then.
Dobra, czyli za dukata mówisz, tak?
Listen.
A
Let's
ja
carry
jeszcze
on
nie,
later.
tutaj. Ty mi nic ciekawego nie powiesz, a ty?
Sir Knight Rathling.
What is it, my boy?
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
Może tutaj do
I
naszej
guess
Nuri
we'll have
coś...
to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
Przypomnij Nuri o domu? No to raczej nie, bo ona nie chce tam wracać.
The knight is right. We can't proceed further into the wild with nothing in our bags. I guess we're stranded for now.
No problem. I like it here. What are those trees
Nie
over there?
pomagasz.
If you feel all right, my girl, everything is just fine. But I can't stand to see fair maidens suffer.
I guess you'll have to look the other way then.
A może
I
spróbujmy.
wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbelt, we have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbelt?
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbelt.
How can I help?
Dawaj dukata.
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes,
And Miss Greenbelt won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
not on your life.
To moja nimfa. Myślisz, że ci ją taką bym oddał? No dobra, skoro mamy już dukata...
What do you want?
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful. Here's your stuff.
Oh.
It's exceptional quality.
O,
Good
jest
value
melodyjka.
too.
I sure hope so.
Przechodzimy
dwarf.
dalej.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that. Where
może
is the
ten mędrca
fairy
jeszcze
scholar,
powiedz.
pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange?
Przecież zapłaciłem ci.
In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
Orzesz
I'll
ty.
leave you to it then.
Orzesz ty. No musi nam coś powiedzieć, bo inaczej nie będziemy wiedzieć, dokąd iść. A co to za flakonik?
Keep your paws off my Jenna Creek blue shine beard dye. Do you think my beard gets groomed by air and darkness alone?
You'd better leave the stuff to this dandy boy. It's his most beloved possession.
Aha, czyli to jest taki twój barwnik do brody. Chyba jest dla ciebie cenny, co? Więc... Upsi.
What? No! By Angrosh and all the beard critters, my beautiful Jenna Creek blue shine beard dye. Who did that?
Perhaps Angrosh himself has punished you for your vanity, Sir Dwarf.
What will my beard have to say to that?
Spytaj ją o zdanie. Najlepiej.
How could that happen?
Whoever it was, my revenge will crush them.
Teraz musimy powąchać.
Smells like juniper berries.
Czyli muszę mieć chyba tam te kwiaty, żeby zrobić dla niego jakiś zamiennik. Ty, kruk, przydaj się na coś.
Raven? Nuri thinks that the seer's creatures were wicked fairies. How come he's got such a...
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Does he plan to make her a wicked fairy as well?
Possibly.
I'll have a further look around.
A, czyli jeszcze nie to. Czyli jeszcze za wcześnie. Może jak kliknę dopiero.
Out of reach.
Może teraz będziesz chciał pracować?
Raven?
O właśnie.
Do you see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are womberries in there. Can you fly up there and get me some?
Do you need a healing remedy? Are you injured?
No, but they are great for wounds. We should be prepared for all possibilities on our journey.
All right then.
W sumie nie wiem, czy miało znaczenie, czy bym powiedział tak, czy nie. Mogłeś mu rzucić temu rycerzowi na głowę. Było nawet zabawnie wtedy. No dobra, to teraz lekcja alchemii. Musimy zrobić jakąś mieszankę z tego.
Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries.
Trzeć... Chyba mogę.
Why should I?
A, nie ty. Co, je wodę wlać?
How do I fill it?
Czyli mamy już jakiś sok.
Good old Garatian Bluebeard dye.
Spróbujmy, czy to będziesz chciał. Czy coś jeszcze potrzeba.
Can you make use of this Garatian beard tonic? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Garetian? I guess this will have to make do until I can get my hands on the real stuff again. So, what do you want to know?
A mędrzec.
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the blood barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
Chochlik.
What is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How the hell should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
No ciekawe,
How do we
ciekawe.
get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf.
No dobra. Czyli chyba już możemy iść. Mamy tutaj ekwipunek. Mamy informacje, więc... No Nuri, w drogę.
Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
Come along, Raven.
The blood barrier,
Myślę, że kolejny akt przed
most
nami.
impassable of all mountain ranges. What in the name of all 12 gods had made the fairy scholar come here? There wasn't a single
Widać, że te
danger
kadry właśnie
that didn't
rysowane w
lurk
taki
here.
retro sposób. Naprawdę robią wrażenie. No i proszę. scena, gdzie Geron ratuje tą nimfę.
Into what kind of barren land had he brought Nuri?
To wiem, czy może coś z tego będzie?
The orcs called these mountains Gravish's Claws. And of all the black furs, the most horrible tribe called this its home. They took their captured prisoners to the caves of Orakar and hunted them to death. That's what was said of the bloodthirsty Zolochai. And the path led straight through their camp.
No i mamy orków.
Shh, Nuri. Come over here into the shadows. They can't see us here. That's a whole camp of orcs. If they find us, we're dead.
O nie, i ty znów przyleciałeś.
Raven!
Go on, report. And craw a little less loudly, if you will.
The Red Lake is behind this ridge, but the orcs are everywhere. They are here to perform a ritual. It will take days for them to finish it and leave.
No Red Lake, then?
Nonsense. We haven't journeyed through the blood barrier for days just to turn back now.
You want to save the fairy, yet you risk her death. I thought Nuri could trust you. But you're doing exactly what Gwynling asked you to.
Don't worry, Raven. Garen knows exactly what to do. Don't you, Garen?
Of course I do.
Oczywiście.
I'll get you to the fairy scholar in one piece. This can't be true. The orcs will rip us apart.
You'd better hurry.
A co to za język? Może Nuri zna ten
They're
język, to...
fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
What?
Tyra?
You said something about Tyrak. Do you understand what the Black Furs are saying?
Don't you?
Oh, forget it. And what, pray tell, are they talking about?
Those two don't like each other. And the third one is always laughing.
Anything important that could help us?
Wait a minute.
No właśnie, przetłumacz. No, uczymy się nowego języka.
A lot of names in it.
I don't think stories will get us any further ahead.
They're talking about blood and guts a lot.
Are they exchanging recipes or what?
They are fighting about who Tyrek will crush like a maggot.
And which of them is Tyrak?
That's their blood god.
The big loud one is impatient. He's eager to receive a sign from Tyrek. Otherwise he'll start the dance himself.
Może lepiej niech nie
Waiting for a
tańczy.
sign. Interesting. Let's
Coś
listen
jeszcze
in on
powiedz
the
ciekawego,
orcs some more.
spróbujmy.
Okay.
Seems to be quite entertaining.
They laugh about a human's bone.
No,
Disgusting.
dzięki.
I hope they aren't cooking the fairy scholar.
Oh no. The bone is really tiny.
Who knows what size those fairy scholars are?
The big loud orc is more interested in ogre excrement.
Great. I always wondered what orcs talk about.
Will this be of any use to us?
We give them
Może?
ogre excrement for a present and they'll let us pass in exchange.
If only life were that easy.
Może być coś jeszcze?
Let's listen in on the orcs some more.
Okay.
Trokor Harkulzach. Korka Harkulzach. Droch Jura hier. Knack Teira. Taika Jorm Darak Baruk Sharas. Tor Aikar.
Again, there are many names. A certain Icar.
The Icar is the chieftain of all orcs.
They're waiting for their supreme orc. Just what we need.
No. They've been waiting for a judgment from their god for days.
And then?
Then blood shall flow. Or they're waiting for blood.
Are you sure you're getting this right, Nuri?
The god wants blood, the orcs want blood, but no one seems to have it.
We could offer Master Raven here.
Keep on joking, my boy.
W sumie też się nad tym zastanawiałem. Co jeszcze coś
Now
można?
they're just running in circles. They're not saying anything new.
Aha, dobra.
I'll deal with this. All will be fine.
No dobra, czyli musimy jakoś odwrócić ich uwagę, żeby sobie poszli i dali nam przejść. Spoko, co to jest? Więc zobaczcie, jak mamy drużyny. Mamy kruka, nimfę i ptaszołapa. No, idealnie, prawda? No nic, ale o tym, jak ich przepędzić stąd, pomyślimy w następnym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że ten wam się podobał. Także zapraszam już na następny, a póki co dziękuję wam za uwagę. No i do usłyszenia.